chasing me and you. All these years of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say. It's Stampin' Up and it's our way.
Hey everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, Stampin' Stampede, and today's card I'm casing one from Jackie Williams, a New Zealand demonstrator. She's done it slightly different. I've just tweaked it and changed the elements that I wanted to do on it, but I'm going to show you this technique with the card here. So what you will need for this is a base piece of basic white cardstock. I've cut that 10.5 centimeters lengthways. I have got a piece of the New Horizons Designer Series paper that is retiring. I've also got On the Horizon stamp set, and I've got the birds out of it. I've also got the coordinating dies. And out of the dies, I have cut out these elements. So I've cut out one in Old Olive, one in Evening Evergreen. This piece is in Crumb Cake, and this piece is in the Soft Suede. And you're also going to need your Memento ink, and you will also need your trimmer as well. So let's get started on this card. The very first thing we need to do is get all of these out of the way. Oh, and I've also got some of the pebble enamel shapes as well. So the first thing you need to do is fold over your base card. You'll need just another piece of basic white for this layer here, and I haven't cut that yet because it will depend on how big you make this section, but what I will show you is how I've done that first so that you can see where you need to go with that. All right, so the first thing is we need to work out where we want our Designer Series paper to sit, how much of the sky we would like, and I've sort of pretty much gone, yep, that looks about good. So I'm going to actually trim this to 10 centimeters, taking off my water edge. So, yep. And then I'm also going to take off a section off the side as well. So that will make it, I'll go 14.5 to start with, because I can always take a little bit more. Yeah, I'll just go back to the 14 centimeters. Let's see if that's good. Okay. So I've gone a little bit too narrow there, so I'd like to just take a little smidgen off the sky. So just a slither off my sky, so it makes it about 9.5 now, I guess. All right, so it's adding a little bit more of a border. You can make it bigger. So that's how I sort of tweak my layers, so you can sort of change it however you like. Make it wider, make it narrower, whichever. So then what I like to do is I'm going to come in at about 1 inch, which is about 2.5 centimeters, and you'll notice the little grooves on either side of the blade itself. So then what I'm going to do is come down, and that's about 1 inch. So I'm just going to cut off, just making an indentation here. Just going to come down a little bit further. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is do the same again on the other side, starting again at the 1 inch mark, pop it down, and I'm coming down to about the 2.5, 3 inch line, so I can see those marks on the side there. Then what I'm going to do is cut away from here to here, so popping the paper back in the trimmer and then lining up my cutting edge here, bringing it out so that this mark on my tool meets up with here roughly, because I want to be able to actually, I can nip away if I don't get it. Oh, I did pretty well then. Okay, so then finding where my edge is there, popping it into there, bringing it down, and then taking it back up. And now I have cut out, so just grabbing hold of the snips. Just want to take away, just neaten up and trim off that section, and then that section as well. And then what I can do is actually measure this piece. So this is now 5 centimeters by 9 centimeters. So I need a piece of basic white, and I want that to be 5.5 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters. Okay, so I've just taken a scrap piece of basic white and I've cut that to 5.5 by 9.5. So that is my trimmer out of the way. The next thing I'm going to do is glue down my piece that I've cut out of the designer series paper, and I'm going to glue that to the center of there. Then that gets glued onto the center of there. But before I do anything, what I will do is stamp. So what I'm going to do is pop that down into there, and I'm just going to use just a scrap piece of some basic white there, just if I go off the edge with my birds. So ink up, and I'm going to do 2 lots of birds. So I want 1 lot of birds here, and a second lot of birds there. Okay, then I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together. As soon as I liked this, as soon as I saw this set in the mini catalogue, I knew I had to have it. It's such a cute set, and I love the designer series paper. So get that onto there. Position that. Then take my other piece and then just glue that down onto there. Okay, so then I'm going to take my element of just the sand and just position that along the edge, and then taking my fence and just adding a little run of multi-purpose glue on that, and then bringing that in from the side. You can go down a little lower, you can go up a little higher, it's entirely up to you. And then taking my evening evergreen and popping some glue on that. And then the same with the old olive. And then just using some tulle, I'm just going to pick up a few of the rocks, pebbles, make a little pile here. And all I can do is then add some words, or I can leave it plain and like that. So they are the 2 cards. And I hope you like that. And yep, if you'd like this set, just give me a buzz, send me a message, and we can get onto that. So don't miss out on this awesome bundle before it retires for good. Okay, bye.
What we love, what we do makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration and love.